Welcome along. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM. We're getting the show underway with Caitlin Vine, as we always do, the veteran Ouyen Kangas player, talking all about Sunraysia Netball and the weekend that was with a huge round 14. Caitlin, great to be back with you. How are you?
I am very good, thank you. I've had an amazing week and ready to hit the court again.
Sure sounds that way. Well, let's go back to round 14. Ouyen going down the A grade by 6 goals to Irymple at home. This was not in the script, Caitlin.
Yeah, this really hurt. To be honest, we had a really rough day at the office on Saturday. It was not nice netball weather. It was blowing an absolute gale. It was cold, which made our usual plays a little bit more difficult to execute. The girls did put a lot of effort in, but we unfortunately had a couple of injuries and girls playing 2 games and things like that. So the day just wasn't in our favour.
The weather obviously impacts both sides, but you're saying that the weather gods are usually pretty kind to Ouyen, so you weren't sort of predicting the weather that you got.
No. I mean, we knew it was going to be windy, but I certainly haven't played in conditions like that for a long time.
All right, there we go. A very handy win for Irymple. South Mildura, they entertained Wentworth, but they were unable to cause any stir there because Wentworth, they've just been relentless all season long, as we know, and they won 39-25. Not a bad effort from South Mildura, though, Caitlin, in the end.
I think that just shows how strong South's defence are. They've got a really good duo in their defensive goal ring, and keeping Wentworth to 39 just shows that. So, South underdogs, one to watch.
Sounds that way. Imperials and Redcliffs, bit of a thriller. 10 goals, the difference in the end. Imperials hanging on 52-42. What do you make of that game?
Yeah, solid win for Imperials. They'll be stoked with that. I think they're really finding their feet and their combinations now, Imperials. So they'll also, still be competitive in this second half. But unfortunately, Redcliffs, they're just teetering off now.
All right, before we go to the ladder and before we take a look at the weekend's games coming up, just fill us in on the general Ouyen United Kangas report. Caitlin, how'd the other sides get on over the weekend?
Yeah, as I said, it just wasn't our day. It was really disappointing for a lot of our girls. Our B grade fell short in the end. Wasn't our game that we wanted to play and didn't really show up on the day. And Irymple really just went out there with no expectations and got those wins. So we did have a couple of wins on the board, though. Our 17-2s had an amazing win. Those girls are just killing it. So Sienna Hulland and Maddie Plant got the awards for that. We won 31-18. And our 13-1s, I think, hit the top of the ladder now. They won 33-6 with the O'Shaughnessy girls, Letitia and Ali, getting awards. So there's always light, in the darkness. Our poor seniors are really feeling it, and we're back to the grind, but our juniors are really holding us high.
Well said, though. There's always light, and there may well be this weekend for the Ouyen sides as well. We'll get onto that in a moment. Anything change as far as anything significant when it comes to the ladder, Caitlin, for the A grade?
It's still relatively tight there. We have moved down to 5th now, so we've got Wentworth on top with 52, and then Mildura and Irymple both sitting on 40 points. South Mildura move up to 4th on 24 points, and Ouyen sitting on 20. So we sort of won't be able to climb any further than 4th there, but we can still definitely be competitive in finals. Merbein, Imperials, Robinvale, and then Redcliffe sitting on the bottom. So I would say the top 5 is definitely not locked in or concrete there. There's still a couple of people that can sneak in if they have a really good home run, but we know that there's a couple of teams there. Wentworth, Mildura and Irymple certainly will be in finals for 2024.
Work to do for the Ouyen sides, and it starts this weekend with a very winnable game away to Robinvale. So how are the girls feeling? Obviously, they're not feeling great after the weekend, but it's good to know that you can push forward with a game that you would consider to be fairly winnable, I'd imagine, Caitlin.
Absolutely winnable. I know that Robinvale changed their team up quite a lot, but they have had a really, really tall shooter in there for a few games. So if they utilise her, that will obviously make things a little bit more difficult. But we do have defenders who can play really well on tall shooters. So we just have to go in there and try our hardest. I think we're not really looking at the ladder anymore. We just need to look at winning game by game. This is what I've been saying about Essendon. I'm an Essendon supporter, and I think we need to stop looking at the ladder and just play game by game, and I think Ouyen need to do the same. So, it's a must-win for us. I think we'll just go in really hard and see how we go.
I don't know what your Bombers boys were looking at on the weekend because, gee whiz, Crows. I mean, really? But anyway, let's...
I'm still not really ready to talk about it.
All right, we won't go there. We're going to get a bit of a classico, I feel, between Wentworth and Mildura. I feel it's coming. I think there might be something amiss here when it comes to Wentworth going out and thinking that they're going to have an easy day. I think that chink in the armour might just show itself this weekend, Caitlin. Whether it's a loss or not, or just a really hard game where they really have to earn it, I think that's what we might be in for this weekend. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. I mean, I think when we played Wentworth, we definitely scared them for the first half, and I think last week would have scared them a lot too with that lower score. So something's coming. Can Mildura do it? We'll have to wait and see.
The South Mildura steam train, will it continue to go forward given their great display against Wentworth? They'll have to do it against Irymple, who are coming off a good win. So what do you reckon about that fixture this weekend?
I think South are going to win this one. I think they're on the hop, and I think that they're got a few more senior players, older players who will really push those young girls in up for Irymple. So I think South are going to get this win.
Merbeen away to Red Cliffs. They'll have to be at their best, but very doable for Merbeen, right?
Yeah, I think Merbeen will get that one.
All right, and then we do have a bye for Imperials, and that rounds things out as far as looking at Sunraysia Netball goes. Caitlin Vine, great to chat with you. Thanks for making time for us as always, and good luck on the weekend and all the best.
Thanks so much. Go Kangas.